And we're live. Welcome back, everybody. Dip Catcher Radio back again. Today we have an especially exciting live stream as we ring in the new year in Maximus DAO with the first annual base and team stake end. As you know, base is about a year-long, 369-day hex stake pool. It launched 369 days ago, and it's about to conclude in about 27 minutes. Base was launched alongside Maximus Team, which has a stake cycle that matches up with the base stake. And so the base first-year stake cycle is also about to end, and team stakers are going to get their stake rewards. This includes some hex from the base stake, some hedron from the polyhedron stake pool, and a couple months ago there was a bunch of team airdropped to the team stakers. And right before I got on to check the addresses before the stream, I just saw that a bunch of Maxi was just airdropped to the team stakers. So exciting time for everybody. What a day, what a year. So much is different right now than it was a year ago. Obviously we're in the depths of the bear market. Craziness going on all around us. True calamity. Yet we still are here, we still persist. And what a good day. Let's see what's up in the chat. Danny Boy says, super excited. His Excellency says, let's go, fellow gladiators. Congrats, Tonto and Golki, for the end of the first Maximus stake. Cheers, gents. Congrats, gladiators. Sandy Beach with the Sandy Beach. How's it going? Welcome back. Hex Edits, how's it going? What about the Diamond Hands? Oh, yeah. So this also means that the Hex base Diamond Hands period comes to an end. There wasn't too much early end staking on either chain for Diamond Hands, probably because it's so short. But luckily, in addition to the base earnings that the Diamond Handers are going to get, the mystery box also graciously airdropped the Diamond Handers some team. So exciting times here for the Diamond Handers. And people have already started diamond handing into the next stake period and staking their team. Woohoo, mystery, congrats. So can we end stake now? Not yet. Wait about 25 minutes. So who's ending the stake? So that's actually a great question. Why don't we share the screen? So I'm not ending the stake. I actually built the tools to allow anyone from the DApp to be able to manage the stake. This is like I was the one who started the stakes a year ago, just to kind of kick it off. I wanted to make sure that everything was decentralized in a way to where if, anything happened, I wasn't available. Maybe what if I was on vacation right now? So that anyone could go ahead and end these stakes. So why don't I share my screen and we will show you what the deal is. Let me share my screen one moment. Yep. Okay. So make sure you guys can see. Let's get some light on it here. There we go. It's showtime. So this is the DApp, perpetuals.maximus.cash. So here you can choose which network, Ethereum or Pulse chain. So right now, the minting isn't ongoing, but this will turn on in just a couple minutes. So there's a button here called Operate Stake. And so here's what we're going to have to do. So first, you can go here. You don't need to run this now. I've already run the mint hedron for today. But right after the stake period ends, we can still actually run mint hedron for one more day. But someone may anxiously click the end stake. So don't worry about running the mint hedron. It's already been run. And so as soon as it's eligible to end, this end stake button will appear. And so what that means is that someone just has to run this, and only one person needs to run it. If someone's already run it and then you try to run it, it just won't let you run it. If for some reason you've already opened it up in MetaMask and maybe the transactions delayed or say you broadcast it but someone else has already broadcast it in that moment, don't try to rerun it. Don't try to speed it up. If it's not going through, that means that it's already been run, and you'll just waste a little bit of gas. So I always say is you don't need to run it. Someone will run it. It doesn't need to be you. So I really don't worry about it. If you're an advanced user, maybe think about running it. If you know how to navigate trying to broadcast a transaction that other people may also be trying to broadcast, but don't necessarily worry about it. And so you'll run the end stake function, and then right away after that, before the diamond hand functions or before the rewards, you have to run this function where we stage the rewards. So you really only need to run it for base and team. So just as soon as the stake ends, go ahead and go in here and then click these rewards, click the stage rewards button for base and team, and then that will activate the diamond hand rewards claiming. So that's all we have to do is just have someone click this end stake button. I'm not planning on clicking it, so I hope someone watching this is able to do it. So that's what's going on. Guys, my camera just keeps messing up. First end stake of many to come. Icelander says, this is year one of my 15-year ladder. Any reason why I shouldn't burn my base for plain hex? I mean, your choice. That's totally your choice. One reason would be to, if you don't want to sell your hex at the, 2 years into a deep bear market, maybe you think that things are going to turn around in a year from now. Or another thing, because of how well base has really kept the price with its net asset value, maybe just staying into base for a while you kind of wait for the hex price to go up, that could be a good option too. I like looking at base kind of like liquid hex. It's just slightly less liquid. But it gradually grows currently at about 12% annually based on the current T shares and the earnings of the stake. So your choice. We obviously invite you to just reload, meaning you just don't do anything. Just leave it as is, and you'll just keep your hex that's backed by, and then you'll keep the gravy train rolling. Sandy Beach says, I'm restaking my base. NFA, LOL. Some good advice. So someone on Twitter asked a question. So here, let's share, and then we can answer their question. We say, how do we restake base and team? To stay in the base stake, you simply do nothing and wait. Once to diamond hand your base, go to perpetuals.maximus.cash and go to the stake page and click restake. To restake team, go to team.maximus.cash, stake page, and click restake. Pretty exciting. We have so prior to this, we had about 100 million base was minted, and it's anyone's guess is how much what gets minted now. I'm hoping that we can at least max out the bigger base better at 150 million, and we're already like 12%. I mean, we gained by 12%, but as far as that distance, what does that come out to? Like 20 some percent, 25% about to of the way there. Someone just burned 11 million base. What? Really? On ethers? Really? That's cool. All right, let's check it out. See what's going on here. All right, guys, stop. So you don't need to run that. Okay, so I don't see any burns here. Maybe on Pulse Chain. Hey guys, share the link around to. Let's see. So I don't see any burn. Well, let me see. I see someone just transferred 11 million base to that address. And I don't see it in their wallet. Oh no. Oh wait. Oh no. Let's see. They sent 11 million. Okay. Are you sure someone burnt it? So I don't see evidence of someone burning the base. Sent to contract. Oh my god, please don't send it to contract. I don't think they did. Because sending the base to the contract, it doesn't burn it. Oh no, they still have it. They still have it. No one burnt it. At least I didn't see. Yeah, he said just to transfer. I thought you said that someone burnt the base, like as if they were donating it to everyone else. Well, so they said they cannot redeem is the same thing. So that would mean like, well, so it wasn't sent to the contract. At least if I look at the base on Etherscan, I don't see any balance there. And then when we go to the base token contract over here, yeah, it's not in there. But if someone was to burn them, you run the burn function. Don't just send them to 0. Don't just send them to the contract. If you're going to actually burn them, run the burn function on the block explorer, because that actually frees up, like that actually is like basically donating your hex to everyone else in base. Oh, okay. False alarm. What would the BPB be on 150 million base stake? So you get comes out to like 10% more principal, 10% more T-shares per hex stake. Good times. Great to see the first Maximus product and stake. If I had diamond hands for bases, I auto undo the diamond hands. No, so nothing is ever automatically done. You have to go and do it. How do I find out what my rewards are? So you would go to diamond hands. Are you talking about base rewards? Oh, oops. We're gonna fix that. On the, let's see. I think I'm at diamond hands. Let's refresh this. I had something left over from debugging, so why don't we refresh and then we'll show that example. Okay, so you just go in here, you click on view rewards, you click year. Okay, so you have to wait until the year ends, so you'll see them there. It's exciting. ETH is pumping quite a bit today. Really? I haven't looked. If I want to restake base, but I want to add more base that I got liquid, how do I go about it? So if you want them to be in the same, so go ahead and do this. As soon as it all ends, well, if you're talking about Diamond Hand, then wait till the Diamond Hand period opens up. Go ahead and end your first year stake. And then now that you have more base, just create a new stake. ETH is pumping quite a bit today. Exciting day. Finger crossed, all goes smoothly. I did a lot this week. If you watched my live streams, we actually got everything situated for this by running it on a test net where we forked the mainnet and then fast forwarded a couple days. So everything should be pretty smooth. But if you have any issues with using the dApp, let me know and I'll go ahead and get it fixed right away. Cool Beans asks, is this the final countdown? Yes. 5 minutes. Really congrats, DC and GC. A special moment for us, even those holding the longer perps. What most people don't realize is all the perp contracts are literally identical. Yep, same contract. Just different inputs for the length. Hope this gives the marketplace more confidence in your products. Yeah, I mean, anything that's a win. It's just a live rug. I mean, not me. Yeah, I wonder what happens to all the different perpetual prices right as this happens. All right, you guys. So let's go through this one more time. So on this operate stake page, so someone should end the stake, but don't like try to be the one. Like it really doesn't matter. I was gonna set up a gas fee pool, but the deploying that, at least on Ethereum, on Pulse chain, I mean, one, it's like the gas fee is actually going to be quite small for this on both chains. Two, it probably would have cost more in gas to deploy that contract than what the end stake would be. So I'm like, okay, well, it's kind of pointless. But if you do want to send a little tip to the end staker, the contract actually records who ended the stake. So I invite you to whoever actually runs the thing, maybe send them a couple bucks, but your choice. Pull the trigger, dip catcher. I mean, I'm not gonna press the button. I'm gonna sit here and refresh it, waiting for someone else to press the button. So, oh shit. How many days do we got to restake Diamond Hands? Because I want to check out your videos. So if you have up through October 9th UTC. So when the day takes over on October 9th, as of UTC, that is when that's the deadline. see how we might need to pause this video to. So it's now a minute ahead. So let's pause it. I think this is actually going a little faster than a minute, or. Maybe we'll see 4 on 4, maybe. What are the rewards for Diamond Hands? Go check my out on the page. All right, guys. Let's see. So the day has to tick over. That means like a block needs to be mined. So here I'm watching the perpetuals dashboard. So I'll be looking at the so someone do it on Pulse Chain. Okay, looks like it's time. Hey. Woohoo. Okay, so let's take a look. So wow, looks like it has been run, right? So someone, oh wait, maybe it's not eligible to run. Okay, so someone, was the stake ended? Let's see. Mid phase, it is now active. There we go, on Ethereum. So let's see if someone's ran these, the rewards functions on Ethereum. Okay, so someone go and run the stage rewards for base and team on Ethereum. And then let's switch over to Pulse Chain. Just like that, you guys. Wow, look at that. 112.382 million hex on Ethereum. Look at Pulse Chain, see if we can run. Excellent job, you guys. Pulse Chain looks like the stake. Looks like people have already started burning it, so it must have been ended. Yep. How about that? All right, did everyone run the... Okay, so other thing to run now is the... if you go to team.maximus.cash, let's go ahead and stage these rewards. Contract operations. Okay, so we still got to run these. So someone go and to team.maximus.cash and run it. All right. Looks like it all worked. Okay, so someone go and stage the rewards on team.perpetuals.cash and the Diamond Hands page so we can kick off the rewards claiming. So let's refresh this page, see if anyone's done it. see if anyone's done it on Pulse chain, or I don't even know what chain we're on. There we go, guys. Nice. See if anyone's run it yet. See if on Ethereum someone's run it. Literally no one is running these. Someone go run it, please. This is decentralization. Let's see if anyone's running on Pulse chain. Someone run these. I don't even have any. I couldn't even run it right now if I wanted. He says you run it. No, I don't have anything here that I can run it with, and I don't think any of my. Let me see if I have anything in my test wallets here. Okay, actually, you know what? I think I can on Pulse chain. I think I can. Here, let's see. After you. No, you run. All right, we'll see. We'll try to get this thing run. Let's connect on Pulse chain. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to here. Okay, looks like people started running them. So I'll go ahead and run one. I'll do my part here if I have enough coins. I don't even have enough coins. I don't have enough gas. Maybe on this other... Still out. Yeah, guys, I don't even have enough gas on any of my wallets I have on this computer. With someone else. This is what decentralization looks like. It looks like people are starting to run them. Okay. All right, so these rewards functions are getting run. Still have the Hedron, still have the Maxi, still have base, but focus on the Hedron and Maxi ones probably. No one wants to spend cash. Times are rough. Yeah. Perhaps add a little reward to run it. Well, if you run it, I'll remember you. All right, let's see what's been going on the Ethereum side. Wow, looks like mainly people have been redeeming. There was a water pool with some spare ETH. Well, maybe the executor could run it for us, but we'd have to call them. I'll run them for a DCA token. All right, well, this is exciting. A successful stake. Okay, looks like the rewards were staged here on the, which chain was that I connect to? See on Ethereum, these have been staged yet. No one wants to run it on Ethereum. Ay. Let's see. What can we do here? Breaking news: founder too poor to run his own function. I mean, it's more of an exercise of decentralization, where since I built the function so you can go and run it. That's funny. As you can see, it has not been run on Team on Ethereum. See if on Pulse Chain they've been run. Okay, Pulse Chain's been run. So to add more team and restake, do I have to end my stake and then restake it? Yeah, so if you want them to be in the same stake, go ahead and do that. So it looks like a redemption. Oh wow, there we go. This person minted. All right. Russ says, "What's up? I redeemed Hex on ETH. If that's what you wanted to see." No, what I was looking for is for people to run these functions to get the rewards ready to go for the team stakers on ETH. Can we redeem on ETH POW? This person asks. Maybe later I'll add ETH POW to the site. I was focused on the main ones, ETH and Pulse Chain, just because like it's almost like what's the point, I guess. Were all rewards sent to people's wallets? No, you have to go and claim them. The total final earnings for base on Ethereum, let's pull it up. That's weird. I don't see the end stake function on here, but let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh wow, someone ran it as part of a... Oh wow, someone ran it through a smart contract. That's crazy. Who is this guy? Wow. Someone... What else took place in the contract? So... Wow, someone is part of some bot or something. That's weird. That's cool. That's why I didn't show up as a normal end stake. Xpedit says, hi there, is me. Oh, did you end the stake? I think you made 11% ROI in hex terms. Yeah, it sounds about right. Does claiming require you burning your team? No, you're just claiming. So based on Ethereum, the final earnings was $112.715 hex. Right there. Total earnings. Oh, it's Hex Payday, existing stake manager. That's cool. Thanks, guys. Now I see how it works. That's awesome. That's really cool. Little bundle action. Thank you. Now I see what happened. Okay, so here's actually what it is. Some guys have been working on some type of thing where you can bundle, if stakes are ending all at the same day, you can bundle them into the same block and it saves some gas. And so it looks like as part of this thing called the existing stake manager, looks like it ended the stake. That's awesome. Thank you. Yep. Wheezy Bird says, congrats on a flawless project. Thank you. That's really cool. I'm looking there, looking for like the end stake. All right, let's see what the current base. Something's up with the block explorer. Oh wow, this big user withdrew 11 million base. Thanks, Hex Payday. All right. It's a big test for how much demand there is for staking Hex for a year as of right now. It's about 2 years since the peak of the bull market. So where do we think Hex is going in a year? Okay, looks like, let's see, it looks like someone has ran the prepare claim function, so let's check it out. On Ethereum. Let's make sure everything goes. Why does it still show team is staked? Thought it was supposed to be unstaked at the end of each year and you have to restake it. So you have to end the stake. The stake is over, but the team itself is still staked. So you have to click the button. Nothing happens automatically with smart contracts. So perpetuals.maximus.cash and then team.maximus.cash. Okay. I see that the rewards have been processed on team. Check. Let's check it out on Pulse Chain. So we're going to look to make sure. So we have stake ended on ETH, stake ended on Pulse. And then we have, let's make sure that the team rewards have been processed on ETH and team. So we just saw that they're ended on ETH. We look, they're done on Pulse. Now let's go to the perpetuals.maximus.cash. Let's make sure that the rewards have been processed on both chains. And if that is the case, you guys, we're gonna pop this champagne to ring in a new year in base, a new year in team. Start with ETH. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so it looks like everything was ran on ETH. And now let's go to Pulse Chain. And everything was run on Pulse Chain. So there we go. Everything worked. Everything is running how it was supposed to. So go ahead and claim your rewards. If you stake team or you diamond hand a base, go ahead and claim the rewards. So you just go to, so from this one, you just go to here. And then we're going to say view rewards. Right there, you can claim some base and team. It's pretty exciting. That's a lot. So that's how you'd claim your base and team, or base rewards for diamond hands. Now let's go show you how you claim your team. So now you click view rewards. Look at all these rewards. And then he's going to claim. I don't even have enough gas to claim my rewards. right, you guys. Flawless on both chains. Bravo, sir. Any rewards for base diamond hands? Yeah, it came out to about like 4 or 5%. But mainly from the team airdrop. If the stake is big enough, maybe people will stake for 6 days and go back on the last day. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of nickel and dimey, but some people may do that. Congrats, dude. You demand. Nice job. Thank you. Danny boy. You don't have to claim it though, right? You can leave the rewards there and still restake team for the next year. Yeah, so there's no timeline on claiming these rewards. You can do it whenever you want. They'll be there for you forever. A little disappointed I'll only get 0.89 base per hex on this next stake. That means that the math in your project worked great. Yeah, that's... I thought about that. It's actually a really good point you bring up about the psychological effect of each year needing more hex to mint one full base. But it kind of makes sense, right? Because like at the start it was 1-to-1, but then after a year, each base had earned about 12%. And so now each base is worth 1 to 1.2, 1.12 to 1 ratio. And so for new hex coming in, you have to match the relative amount of hex that's contributed by the base holders, because every existing base holder is coming in with 1.12 hex per base, and so that's why it kind of has to scale in that way. I had thought about how to do this through like a rebase, where instead of the mint and redeem doing it at that redemption rate, one of the original ideas was to actually do something that exists in some other DeFi things called a rebase, where on the back end of the contract, everyone's balance just scales together. You like do some tricky math related to how the supply and the balances are measured, and you just all of a sudden in your wallet you have, as many, like the number of base you get would just suddenly increase. And so in that case, the minting and redemption would always be 1-to-1. But the reason why I didn't do that is because those, I like the concept of of like the chart just kind of inching up measured in hex, as opposed to having a type of rebase where like at the end of the stake it would just like revert back to 1. So but you're right that, but for anyone who's considering putting a hex in, you're getting the same amount of base per hex as the people who already have base. You have to unstake the base before claiming any base rewards or team? No. So you can start claiming them before you end the stake. Claiming rewards is entirely separate from the starting and ending of the stakes. Congrats. So can Diamond Hands unstake now without penalty? Yes. Do I need to click all the claim button on the team reward? Yeah, so click, like in this dashboard that's showing on the screen, just go ahead and click the claim button. So yeah, for each one, just claim it. Flip side of the current math issue though. Need more base. This is awesome, congrats. Here, let's celebrate, you guys. I think this is successful. Everything worked. No reports of issue. So let's go ahead and celebrate. Celebrate with some classic gas station champagne. We're not too fancy over here, you guys. La Marca Prosecco Rosé. Let's pop this off. I hope I don't ruin hope it doesn't explode everywhere. Oh, here, my camera's here. Time out. My camera. Ay. I'm so sick of this camera app. All right, you guys. We're celebrating here. Some champagne. Let's pop this off. Hey! Oh! We'll clean that later. Cheers, you guys. It's made a mess, you guys. What am I gonna do? Chris asks, no fancy glass. I mean, I guess I do have this jar here. Like I said, we're not too fancy over here, you guys. We're just some regular Bodunk Mexicans. We're the trailer park. The trailer park people. What can I put this on? It's literally a huge mess. Here, this is my coaster. An unwatched. I don't know if you can see it. Dave Chappelle's Block Party DVD. I haven't watched this yet. I got it at at a Goodwill or something. But I'll put this down and rest my champagne atop it. Oh, here we go. Slide that down. Yeah, I wonder what's happening with the hex price. Let's go and look to see if people are trading on fame.io about the hex stuff. Here, let's go. All right, so we have PLS going up. My leverage long position is in a healthy profit here. That's exciting. We're holding this till sack price, so we're gonna get liquidated trying, you guys. All right, let's see what the Hex USD chart suggests. All right, that's going up. So, well, it dipped. What is that? Here, let's just go to next screen. That would be easy to see. Let's see what the impact, the direct impact was as of the. I mean, nothing completely obvious, except. Oh yeah, look at that. Topped out right there. Pumped into it. Wow, that's actually crazy. We pumped into the base torque and then retraced a little bit. But again, it's impossible to like instantly direct any one event to that. So one way we could tell is why don't we go and look at these sellers. So let's just sort this by sellers, and maybe sort by size. Like let's say anyone who sold over 1,000, maybe. I mean, really, there's not that many big sellers here. But I mean, okay, so this could be on other pairs too. So it seems like it times up, but like people sell in that amount all the time. So we'd have to look at the exact sellers and see if they had just redeemed their base. Gas station champagne. You know how it is. Danny Boy says, I have to congratulate you, sir, and the team for a flawless working product. Thank you. It worked. Congrats on the successful design. This was the moment everyone was waiting for to experience. Awesome. I'll have to do this later or tomorrow. I'm not home right now. How many days do you have? You have 7 days. So if you remember, the original mid-phase, your base was 21 days, and then each ongoing one is 7 days. Whereas with, say, Lucky and Desi, the reload phase is actually 14 days. And that's because with a short stake, every day that's not staked is just lost money. And so say 1 week out of the year, that's about 2%. of opportunity cost there. So having 1 week and just bearing that for the sake of new people joining, that's okay. I almost made it short. I almost made it like 3 days. But I do like giving people time, and I do like it when people are not in a rush. Because bad things happen when you're in a rush. People get scammed, they lose their money, they make mistakes when they're in a rush. So we don't like to do that. So now let's look at this. Let's look at the base chart. Maximus base versus hex. We should see this yoink right to the redemption rate. So you see that? Like, it actually got, oh my God. That's a mistake. I should have been more vocal about, like, don't buy base at a higher price than the estimated redemption. Wow, price really hung up. I hadn't looked at it. Yeah, so like buying above its redemption value so short in advance, it's like maybe shouldn't have done that. But you see right now it's going right back to close to the redemption rate, because anytime it's above or below that, there's an arbitrage opportunity where you can either buy, if say price was below, you could buy base at a discount, redeem the hex, and then buy more base and squeeze it up until it reaches the minting redemption rate. Or say price is above it, then what you could do is you could sell your base for hex, mint base with the hex, sell that base for more hex, and yoink it down to the redemption rate. So pretty exciting. Seriously proud of you, Dip Catcher Maximus. Thank you. Celebration. 7 days for again. Gas station champagne. Yeah, gas station champagne out of the jar. Out of the mason jar that I also use as a measuring cup. Guys, I'm a simple man. Thanks, Alex. It's kind of funny. Some people actually think my name is Alex. Obi-Wan, thank you. Thanks for the $10. Feel free to have your answer to the following, dripping with disdain and disgust over how dumb I am. Disclaimer, I feel like I've been hit by a truck and I'm over 50. Wait, what happened? I have base and team staked and I'm participating in the diamond hand pool as well. What exactly do I do and in what order if I simply want to end my stakes and redeem whatever I've earned for the aforementioned stakes? Okay, so first step on the diamond hands. So just go to perpetuals.maximus.cash. We'll connect MetaMask. Agree to say we're just going to pulse chain. So first of all, you go to diamond hands, and we have our rewards here. So first, go claim your rewards. So click View Rewards, and then expand to see them, and then click your base and team. So you'll get about 0.028 team per base. And since base is actually around, like, I'll have to look at the price, but it's like 1.5 to 2 times the price of base. This comes out to being like 5%. So I tweeted about it, but the APY on the diamond hands came out to about 5% measured in base. So just go ahead and claim your rewards there, and then click End Stake. And so that will send you the extra base and the team. So start with that one, because if you're gonna, I guess start with that one for you get the base. So then, if you get the base, now go to the redeem page, and then just type in however much. There's a max button if you want to redeem all of it. If you just want to redeem your yield that you got, just calculate with this number, like what is 12.311% of your base, And if you just take that, that's like taking out your yield. Or if you just want to redeem all your base for hex, just click max. So you go there, and then you just click the button here. So that's how you take home your hex from the base contract. For team, all you have to do is get your rewards here. So the primary rewards that were paid out to team were hex, hedron, maxi, and team. So there's actually some awesome rewards there from this period. So all you have to do is just come to here, click here. Let's start it all over. So as if you're, so come in here, and then if you want to end your stake, just click end stake here, and then you can type in the amount you're ending, and then for this, click view rewards again, year one, and then just run through and click claim on all these ones. The main ones are, I don't even know if some of these other ones people had sent some like very small amounts to these. Probably not worth the gas to claim them, but I know you'll want to claim the hex, hedron, max, and team. So go ahead and do that, and you shall get your tokens. And again, thank you for the generous donations here. I didn't even know my account was eligible for this. That's awesome. Maybe that just means that no one's ever wanted to tip me on stream. So thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great night, fam. I'll be out celebrating. Thank you. And congratulations, big night for you. Thank you. Bye, Chris. Rewind and rewatch the one. That's okay. It's always good to answer because new people are hopping on all the time. No, it's fine. It's fine. All of them. I love repeating this stuff. It's okay. Then liquidity mixes like weird stuff. Well, so during the redemption phase, you don't have to worry about liquidity because if you want to get base, you just mint with hex, and you get that flat rate. Or if you want to redeem your base for hex, you just redeem it. So liquidity, not so much of an issue. And also a couple. I don't know what it was, but a while back, a couple days ago, someone put a bunch of liquidity on the Team Maxi pair on Pulse Chain and on Ethereum. So there is, unless you're trying to buy like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth, there actually is a good amount of liquidity in those pools. So just go check it out. So I just showed how to check team rewards. Recap your experience of fun staking team and base on your channel after your rewards. You do that Tuesday when he's on the show. What's up, y'all? So you end your base and team stakes and then claim your rewards on a team. Then what do I do with the diamond hands? So you can, if you're keeping your base, you can just stake into the next period. So if you want a diamond hand into the next base period, just do that. You can click that. Let's go right here. Diamond hands. So you can click restake if you want, or you can end it first and then stake there. So if you want to restake your diamond hands, just restake. You can see right there. The repeats help us slow roller, folks. Can I unstake team during this period without penalty? Yes. And staking now, there's no penalty. But if you were to have rolled your team stake forward into the next period, and you were looking at team stake period 2, you would get a penalty if your team has been rolled forward already. So just be mindful of that. Where do we get the token addresses for the reward tokens? Token addresses for the reward tokens. Look them up on Etherscan. That's probably the best way to do it. And then just pay. Cause I know you have to add them to the wallet on MetaMask, so just do that. Hex is OX. It starts with OXTB. Fuck 91E. Forgot what Hedron is. Team is OXB7. Maxi's OXOD. I don't know. You can also simply do nothing, restake team, let it ride. You just miss out on the compounding rewards, but they're available next year. Yeah, that's a good point. You can say you have your, well, especially because this year there were team rewards with team. You might want to claim them and then stake those. Other than gas fee savings, like if you had already rolled forward your team stake, it's okay to start a new stake with those rewards later. But if you want to stake those rewards, you'll at least want to claim them before the period's over. Does claiming ruin the restake? No. Claiming is entirely separate from the stake action. Claiming is in its own contract. So what happened on the back end when everyone ran that function that I was asking everyone to run, what happens is the contract records how many tokens were in the team contract or in the base Diamond Hand contract, and then it when someone went and clicked that button, what it did was it measured the balance, transferred those tokens to the contract called the stake reward distribution contract, and then it saved a value in that contract that's like claimable amount per team staked or claimable amount per Diamond Hand stake, and then you're claiming your rewards from the reward contract, which reads from the team contract or the Diamond Hand contract. So it's entirely separate. So will we still be able to convert our team 1 to 100, 1 to 10 in party? So the final value hasn't been determined yet. I have a script, like my deployment script that for the pool party testnet. What it does is it like measures the equivalent value, and then it bakes in a little bit of a bonus. So team will be able to be burnt to convert into party, but the actual ratio that will be finalized at the deployment. W says, somebody clip this, it's perfect. Thank you, sir. Looking forward to being on Tuesday. Yes. When you end your team stake and do not claim all rewards, can you claim them after you start the? Yes, claiming rewards entirely separate from staking. You can claim them whenever, no rush, no penalties. Just confirm it's okay to do just nothing, right? Yeah, so on base, it's okay to do absolutely nothing. If you diamond handed, you may want to claim your rewards and restake. For team, if you staked, you have to actively stake into the next period. There's no the team stake doesn't roll forward. The only thing that rolls forward is your holdings of Hex if you're just holding base. So all these need a too long didn't watch as we have to get our naps in. What would that be? In a simple, so it would be claim your rewards, decide if you want to restake on Diamond Hands for base, or same on team. That's kind of the TLDR. I rushed through and staked my team before I claim my reward. I'll just wait till next year to add them. So go ahead and here's what you can do. You can just claim your team reward, and then you click stake team. And it'll just get staked. I'll have to look at the contract and double check. Maybe you tell us here. Go ahead and do it. If you stake after you've already staked, well, so if you just staked now, I think that it would just add to your existing stake. But if you had done the restake your existing stake, I think any new staking now would be in a separate one. So you can still add your team, like the team that you got for your year one stake rewards, that can still be staked. So you don't need to wait till next year. Toby asks, wonder what the gas to eat is on Ethereum now. So why don't we go check? Gas is now 10 GWay. That's nothing. 7 GWay. That is nothing. That is literally zero. Congratulations on the success. But question, when redeeming base for Hex, it says burn base. So for burning base, why would the base start the next year at 1.12 Hex? Because each base, think about it this way. So when the base stake ends, there was 100 million base tokens and 112 million hex. So the ratio between hex to base was 1.12 to 1. So each base is equal to 1.12 hex. And so when you burn your one base, you redeem 1.12 hex. But then on the flip side, if you were to deposit new hex, you would need to deposit, like for each hex you deposit, you get 0.89, so 1 over 1.12. So that's why that works. You can claim team rewards anytime. Yes, anytime. Will the base and team stakers for year 2 have a leaderboard update? Yeah. So probably this week, I have a lot of things on my to-do list related to like dashboards for data and stuff. So we'll see a leaderboard pretty soon. Oh, I see now. There's a section for year 1 and year 2. Yes. If you restake the Diamond Hand stake without claiming rewards, will those first year rewards be claimable at the end of the second year along with the second year rewards? Restake the Diamond Hand stake without claiming. Yeah, so those first year rewards are claimable forever. At any time, you can go ahead and claim. Independent of the second year rewards. That worked. Added a balance. Nice. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Rewards overlap claim button graphical thing. Oh yeah, that may be the case. Sorry. But it's actually good point on this. So I really didn't do too much work on updating this app. I really just made sure that it all was going to transition properly into the just like as the stake period ends and the restake period began. But you know, I mean, if you think about it, so Maxi was the first dApp that I built ever, and then the perpetuals and team ones were basically like what I did is I just forked the Maxi dApp and then edited it. But now when I'm building dApps, the way that I like structure everything and the way that I write all this code for this stuff, it's entirely different. I'm so much better than I was back when this was being built. And so this dApp may have some, you know, artifacts of compared to the newer dApps that you guys have seen, you know, a little bit more podunk. But you know, that's part of the growth journey, part of the, you know, that's just kind of part of it. Maybe next year, because I thought I was going to rebuild this entirely, but then when I actually got down to it, I'm like, it's probably fine. But maybe next year we'll see a whole new interface for all this stuff. I was just working off of what I'd already had from last year. Woohoo! Cheers, Brenton. I love how this makes both high-low experienced participants contemplate the game through the next steps. Yeah, I mean, very difficult decisions to make, right? Like, only worth it to claim Maxi and team for me. So that's in the team staking. Because what was the reward? Let's see. So yeah, I mean the hex per team. So let's see, 1 over. So 2.12 times 0.00227. Yeah, so I mean, like on a per team basis, the hex comes out to 0.4%, and that's because, you know, with base being a 1-year stake, like it just, you know, even though like the team stakers get half the bigger pays better bonus, it just doesn't have much time to really build up. Like even though it was 2/3 of the way to the max bigger pays better bonus, like a year stake, like, you know, it just kind of doesn't, you know, doesn't pay out massively for that. The largest is the larger that annual payout's going to be. And, you know, compared to like with Maxi, like on a per maxi basis, it comes out to what, like 4 times as much hex. But what? Let me show you tab. The maxi in there is like 4 times that size, so that's like what, 2%, and then the team was even more, came out to I think almost 5%. So the majority of the team year 1 rewards was in fact maxi team. The new dashboard is much better. Yeah, all my stuff is much better than, I mean, this was authored a year ago, so, and I get better every day, so. But it all works, that's the thing, like it all works. If X was 50 cents, it'd be worth it. Yeah, I mean, big driver in the value of these rewards is the price. So maybe just wait, you know, like there's no rush on claiming these rewards. So are you talking about diamond hands? So if you want to restake your diamond hand base, then you have to restake it. But if you just want to hold your hex through the next base stake, just hold your base and don't do anything. How much was the gas to end base on Ethereum? Let's see. So I guess my prediction is that probably in the first day or so, we'll see a lot of redemption, which you already have. But I think that the next, like towards the tail end of the mid phase, I think that's when we'll see a whole lot of joining into the pool. Let's see, this was what? So it's been about 56 minutes. Yeah, here we go. So the total gas was $30, but this involved ending a bunch of other stakes too. So that's pretty good. What that is Hex Payday still in here? You can tell us. Got you. I think that included a bunch of other stakes as well, so even more cheap. Exciting, you guys. It all worked. Does it feel good when when a plan just comes to fruition? So what's next? See what the hex price is doing. A little bit of selling. I wonder if the sellers are base end stakers. How nice was it as a project creator to have your code forked over to Pulse Chain? Pretty cool, very easy. I get the feeling there's going to be some hard decisions made come trio time. Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, each longer one gets harder and harder. What's your guess that most people will roll over again in next stake? I mean, like I said, I think that we're going to have probably the majority of the redeeming is going to happen like today, tomorrow, the next day, and then like after that for the remaining 4 days of the reload. I think we'll see. That's when like the minting will really pick up. So that will be, who knows? I have no idea. What are people using if they want to sell their base on Ethereum for Hex? Gas swaps is not liquidity. I mean, just redeem right now if you're trying to get rid of it. Because if you're selling and you eat slippage or cause the price to go down, you're basically just giving your money away to someone who's going to arbitrage it. So you should just go and redeem. Just had to update a few front ends and boom, the baby's live on the chain. Yeah, it's very easy. It's awesome. Claim function is so cheap. Yeah, that's good to know. Especially on a Pulse chain. If you want to roll the base over and add more base to the stake, you have to redeem the current base first? No. You just go and mint more hex. Mint more base with hex. So Diamond Hand stakes need to be restaked to earn rewards for the next period? Yes. Yes. Click there, enough liquidity on Pulse Chain. For eBase. Reads eBase Pulse Chain swap is our cooking. Yeah, I mean, most of the liquidity for base is actually in PHUX, so that's where we'll see it. Let's see what's going on Twitter. There's a screen. Let's see what's going on Twitter. Everyone says always love the background music. Yeah, this is a good one. I get them on the site that does like royalty free music for YouTube, and I like this a lot. It actually reminds me, if you listen back to the live stream where I actually deployed all of the Diamond Hand contracts, this is what I was playing. It's like a good like nighttime, like when you're accomplishing something, this is a good one. What's happening on Twitter? See, I will never call it X. That's just stupid. Like only pussies call Twitter X now, honestly. Oh, that's cool. But this is kind of cool, actually. I'm one of the top P&L traders on Fame. Margin longing PLS. See what people got to say. Congrats and thank you for these opportunities. Yup. Can you live stream trading one of these times? Yeah, we should. Good idea. Great idea. Oh, what a cool remix of this logo. Let's see if this has done anything to the. Also, I noticed you like to code with your shirt off. Do you do the same trading? I mean, so I'm actually not a very sophisticated trader. Usually, my trading involves like mainly just procrastinating. Like I'm never rushing to trade, and usually positions are entered, like almost on a whim. Like if the timing's right for where like one, if I'm like actually have made all the steps properly to access my keys, then I will. If that aligns with when there's a good trade setup, then maybe I'll enter. But you're always good waiting too. Like that's probably the most successful traders are those who just kind of wait around, and then really just strike when the time is right. I'm never sitting there like actively trading. Like, oh, today I'm trading. Like usually, like maybe I'll enter a position, but it's like I'm not like watching the short-term chart looking for end. I need to delay the stream and trading. Okay, you know. What are people going to do? I mean, because one, I don't trade like, especially with margin, I'm not trading with huge amounts. And I'm obviously not trading with like funds that are like my like main accounts. Like I'm not gonna do that in public. But like for my small trading accounts, like ones that are public, you know, they're trying to front run me, like okay, whatever. Yeah, the base supply shrinks when you bring it. He says, why can't you get price quotes for your team? I was wondering the same thing on Pulse Chain. There's a lot of liquidity with the Maxi pair, and you can get quotes for Maxi, but for some reason it like stops. It doesn't route through that team pair. I'll message the guy from Piteous to see why that's the case. But the best way to get team is to first swap into Maxi and then get team. Do it for the one account you're trying to get to 1 billion PLS to picture. Yeah, I mean, so what he's talking about is I did like a 1 million to 1 billion PLS trading challenge. So far, the balance of the account is around 100 million PLS. I've already 100x the bag, but that last 10x is hard. It's easy to go from, not easy, you could say. It's easier to go from 1 million to 100 million. It's very difficult to go that final 10x. This shows how little I drink. I'm actually feeling this just from this little bit of gas station, not even champagne, gas station sparkling rosé in my mason jar. Bringing in the new year. Toby asks, can you talk about the dip catcher algorithm? Yeah, that's it. So the dip catcher algorithm is oops. So the dip catcher algorithm is a custom TradingView indicator for catching juicy price dips. So it's on TradingView. So here, let's just go to here. And we were sharing this one. Let's go to BTCUSD just because it's right there. So dip catcher is an algorithm. It's kind of my take on a handful of different commonly used indicators such as Bollinger Bands, average true range, and some basic support resistance analysis. So it's an algorithm that I made that, I mean, I don't want to say it snipes the bottom because like you never know what's going to happen. Price can always just dump, but historically it's done a really good job at rounding out the bottoms. It's designed to be a dollar cost averaging strategy where it's like, if you notice here, it doesn't give sell signals. While if you really wanted to, you could apply this to the inverse chart and actually get really good sell signals on that. It's mainly a buying strategy. So with the DCA algorithm, first you have to get it at pro.dipcatcher.com. You can mint your access pass, or you can buy it on Uniswap. It's only on Ethereum. It's not on Pulse Chain, at least where I'm like processing the orders for customers on this. But if you were to mint an access pass, you get a free buddy pass token. So it's basically like a 50% revenue sharing. But like if you buy it, you get a free copy of the license to give away or to sell. So you mint it at the currently the mint rate is 0.045 ETH to get access. And then what you do is you go and you request access and you convert your DCA token into an access pass. Or if you've bought the access pass already, then you just type in your username and then you sign a message. Then I have a dashboard where I can read all the signatures. I prove that you do have access. And then every couple of days I'll go in here into my TradingView account and then add you to the group. So that's how you get it. It works on a variety of timeframes. So this right here is the weekly time frame, but it also works pretty well on like the daily. So like what you see here, so when the background turns blue, that means it's in the dip zone. So like buying at any price when this level is blue, that's a fine buy order. So like you don't need to worry about limit orders or anything. Like just if it's blue, like if you just limited your purchases to when the background is blue, you're gonna have a good time. Oh, you're not even looking. There you are. But it also gives a limit order. So and these limit orders, that's what you see. So let's zoom in even further. You see these like blue crosses right here? That's the limit order target. So it all, like, in addition to just telling you that it's like a fine price to buy in this range, it does also give you these like limit orders where, like, if you were doing a more advanced trading strategy, you might want to place a limit order at whatever the level is that it's telling you. So kind of two different, signals there, like a broad buy signal and then a specific like limit order buy target, which may not get hit. Sometimes they don't get hit, sometimes they do get hit, and it's awesome when they do. But so that's how it works. It works on different time frames. There are a couple different settings. The default setting is 30 neutral. That's the one I look at. That's like really how this was designed. But use this for your own strategy, for your whatever market. It works on any chart, any commodity, any stock, any forex, any crypto. But you may have to modify the settings here. So you can go to the settings. You can change this. So if you make it to be shorter, so say we move this to 10 days, it gets a little bit less sensitive, right? Because it's over a shorter period. And then so let's go back to 30. Then say you change it to, there's outlook. So there's neutral, conservative, and aggressive. You might use conservative if it's like a roaring bear market and you don't want to like go too often. You want it to be like not as sensitive. So in bear markets, the conservative setting is good. But then so here's a good example. Like here's the whole bull market on the daily chart. If you're on the conservative setting, there's no signals all the way from 5K to 50K, no signals at all. But if you go to neutral, there's like a little bit of signals here, but still like you'd miss the whole move. But if you went to aggressive, more signals. So so that's where you can have a little bit of discretion on how you're using this. But rule of thumb, I mean, I like the 30 period. 30 period is good for me. You can toggle that, like for your own specific chart. You can kind of back test it a little bit. But 30, I like the 30 period for any time frame. But then the outlook, that's really where you can get, just apply some of your own discretion. Like if you're bearish, but you still want to be buying, maybe, but you don't want to be like buying and watching it go down more, just hit the conservative button, go 30 conservative, and then that is a good way to look at it. So at 11%, 100,000 base should have earned 111. Yeah, it's closer to 12%, and yeah, that's a good estimate. Diamond Hands rewards, that earned like another like 5% or so. Price is 10x in your golden. Yep. Base earned 12.5. Yeah. Plus some bonus team looks like, yeah. If you staked your base, you got some bonus team. Your guy's best logo too. Yeah, that's right. When the background is blue, that's when you would say catch dip. Yeah, that's like a fine price to buy. Can we use this for evil? I don't think so. These are digital markets. I don't think there's much evil involved in this case. All right, you guys. I think I'm going to sign off here. Congratulations to everyone who's been in the base stake. I mean, this is one of many, right? Like every year we got base coming out. 2 years from now we have Trio. 6 years from now Lucky, and then 9 years from now Desi. So we're gonna keep the gravy train rolling, you guys. A lot of fun. If you have any questions, just tweet at me. You know where to find me. Until then, have fun, everybody. Cheers.